Welcome to Dolby Theaters. Join your hosts, Noah Lane and Reed LaRock, in the 92nd Annual Oscars Pregame.
Every year, Hollywood has its employees fight to the death for the honor and glory of taking home an Academy Award. Welcome to the 92nd Oscars Pregame.
I love the Oscars.
Oh, I do too. I'm Noah Lane.
And I'm Reed LaRock.
And I bet you're wondering what we're doing here in Los Angeles.
Well, to be honest, though, I'm always wondering where I am. But more importantly, you, the audience, you're probably wondering what you're getting yourselves into this year with the Oscars.
Yes, and we wanted to show you what to prepare for. So sit back and enjoy as Reed, Cole Brainerd, and I show you meticulous reenactments of real-life moments leading up to the selection of the nominees for this award season.
These goddamn interns are really busting my balls.
Yeah. I don't need a cigarette and brandy in my hand before we pick the next nominees. Oh wait, I already got it.
Alright, are you trash and you must be smoke. I just got done with the boys upstairs. They are ready for you guys to kind of pick a, like a more specific bit of nominees. Are you ready?
Jesus Christ, aren't you interns supposed to be girls? I remember the good old days when it was girls galore.
Can't say those kind of things, that's how you lose your job. And I got a cover for you. Hey intern, why don't you just do your job instead of expecting a medal for everything?
Yes, sir.
You gotta even out the comments. So instead of looking like a pervert, we're just a pair of old men.
Genius!
Alright, if you two are ready, I'm going to start by reading off the Best Picture nominees, and upstairs they already figured mostly what they have. It's already set in stone. But there's too many on this list, and we need to narrow it down. So I'm going to read them off, and judging off of your reactions, we will cut to.
Okay, intern, hit us with the nominees.
Ford v. Ferrari.
Oh yeah, that was with that race car.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
I used to own the exact model used in the movie. It was gorgeous.
1917.
Oh, it was just a brilliant picture.
Remember when it was one shot? That was a miracle.
It was all one shot.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Remember 1917 like it was yesterday.
The Irishman.
Oh, Marty's back.
Not only is Marty back, the Al Pacinos is back, the Bobby De Niro's is back, the Joey Pesci's is back, the Harvey Keitels is back, and they all looking young.
They're all looking fabulous.
Yeah.
Now, does that one take place in 1970?
No, you're thinking of 1917.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Jojo Rabbit.
Bring our troops home by Christmas.
That's right.
Yeah, who made that one?
I think it was Taika Waititi.
The Ragnarok guy.
The Ragnarok
Yeah,
guy.
I made millions off that picture.
Booksmart. Parasite.
Oh, that's one of them foreign films.
Yeah, from that Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah, and those goddamn subtitles, but you know what? It was a good picture.
Yeah, I could barely read, but
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Joker.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love those clowns?
My grandkids actually, I took them to see it, and they weren't so fond of the whole makeup.
Yeah, well, I took my grandkids to see the Joker. And there's that one scene with Bobby De Niro on the Bobby De Niro show where he goes, "I'm Bobby De Niro." And so he invites that Joker's on there, and he's not funny. And he goes, "Can you introduce me as the Jokers?" And my grandkids started crying through that scene, especially when he blew his brains out all over the set. And then he drew the blood smile on his mouth. But you know what I tells them? I tells them that's realism.
The Farewell. Little Women.
Yeah, not my type.
Marriage Story.
Yeah, I've had 4 of them.
Yeah.
And lastly, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
yeah, that reminds me of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We used to have actual jobs.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, so now I need for you two to decide on a best actor.
Hey, yo, this is Bobby De Niro's year.
Yeah, and mine did a great job on the Pakistani.
The film was called The Irishman, and Mr. De Niro was not nominated this year.
Oh, shit, now look what you did, intern.
I have hated it with all the disrespect that you interns put on Robert De Niro. Makes us all of us old gentlemen look pretty bad.
I don't think that has anything to do with why you two look bad. And the question I have is whether Robert Downey Jr. should be nominated for his role in Endgame, or if it should be Joaquin Phoenix for his role in Joker.
Oh, that's easy. We're going with that Joaquin Phoenix. You know, it takes a genius to dance and smoke. Hell, I can hardly even walk and smoke.
So, for lead actress, you have to choose between either Margot Robbie in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Renee Zellweger in Judy.
Oh, it kills me every time when we can't pick all the women.
You really have a problem picking only one?
But my wife makes sure I don't bring on two.
Right.
What's even to discuss? It was like Judy Garland was actually there.
You know, I just wish they would have focused on the good parts, like my bud Mickey Rooney.
All right. For this last one, it is between Greta Gerwig for Little Women and Todd Phillips for Joker.
You want to take this one or should I?
You got it.
Thanks, Smoke. Nobody wants to see a movie directed by a woman, written by a woman, and acted by women. There's just no audience for that.
In other words, we want the clown movie.
Is that really how it's done?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
That doesn't seem fair at all to the modern film creator.
That's because it's not. It's truly a shame that producers like that have any say in modern movies.
Well, I mean, producers nowadays, you gotta be better than that, right?
Let's take a look at director Todd Phillips raising money for his recent Joker film.
Oh, well, if it isn't my old friend Todd Phillips, how are you today, Toddy boy?
Oh, I'm doing quite all right, old chap, my friend, my Bradley Cooper. I've got a proposition for you. Do you remember Hangover movies? How they were so brilliant and clever and quite handsomely hilarious?
Oh, I do so remember, dear boy. Those movies were the work of a genius. Terribly funny indeed. It was too bad when mass audiences and critics misunderstood them.
Oh, I know, dear Bradley. I too share the same sentiments. The giddy multitude could never have understood the genius behind our works. Such an intelligent masterpiece we created.
It's true, we should never have overestimated them. To reminisce. Anyways, you were telling me of a proposition.
Quite so. Now, since it has been many years since the completion of my trilogy, I've been pondering my next project. And I think I finally hit it.
Oh, splendid. Everyone has been awaiting the great Todd Phillips' next project. Please enlighten me.
Here it is. My next project, my magnum opus, if you will. Imagine this, a gritty retelling of the Joker's origin story.
Genius. How'd you come up with that?
Well, while I was sitting in my studies, thinking about the universe, and while simultaneously browsing Netflix, I came across a rather odd and unfamiliar movie. Have you ever heard of Taxi Driver?
I don't believe I've heard of that movie either.
Yes. You see, it was quite dated, and and frankly rather trite and, well, excuse my use of common tongue, but lame.
I'm sorry you had to spend your time watching such trash. Why on earth didn't you instead watch my new film, A Star is Born?
Well, your movie ties in rather well, if I do say so myself. You see, after watching the abomination that was Taxi Driver, I pursued the internet to all corners of it just to find out that the masses loved it.
Again, the masses prove that they're all idiots.
Quite so. Anyway, so what I found out was the audience, they believed Taxi Driver to be one of the best films ever made, and so, in all honesty, I sat there and I thought to myself, well, I can do much better than that. I'm the man who made the Hangover movies.
Those exact thought processes that led me to remake A Star is Born. Oh, how comparable.
Right so. So I sat there and I figured to myself, what more could I do than remake Taxi Driver to flex on audiences with my brilliant mind? And not to mention digging up the Joker character, we would bring out thousands of comic book nerds to watch the movie. We could make millions, if not billions, on this film, Bradley.
You devil, Todd. I'm in. And here I thought your next movie would be a Hangover prequel.
You know you can't be funny in the #MeToo era. It's nigh impossible. And I should know. I created the Hangover movies. Anyways, Bradley, we'll be up on that stage for the Oscars soon enough.
You are a genius, Todd, a genius. Anyways, I must be going. I have voice work to do as an animated raccoon. Tally-ho.
Well, I guess Hollywood kind of sucks now, doesn't it?
That it does, Reed.
Since the Oscars, I don't know, it's kind of mean to say it. Since the Oscars kind of don't really have much of a merit anymore, do they at least have the entertainment portion of the evening, like a host?
Actually, with all the money being burned trying to cover up the latest Weinstein scandals, they couldn't afford a host this year.
Damn it. Yeah. You know I got an audition this year.
I did know that, and we covered that too. Let's take a look.
I looked him right dead in the eye, and I said, bippity boppity zappity.
That's very good. Such an amazing monologue. I can see the audience enjoying themselves as well too. You also did a good amount of improv.
Yeah, I like to think it's one of my strong suits.
Yeah, you even made a good singer.
Well, I like to think I can fill any spot. Just give me that chance.
Yeah, about that, we actually found something we're not happy with.
What do you mean?
We found your hate speech.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I swear I have never held a single hateful stance in my entire life.
What about this drawing?
That drawing's from the 2nd grade. If you look at it, I didn't even spell stupid right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Reed, but we can't tolerate that sort of thing. Women are too large demographic to lose over this scandal.
Damn it. I was this close.
No, you weren't. Well, there you have it. The highlight of the most important moments leading up to this year's Oscars. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Do we do that?
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, alright.